Students come here not just expecting to participate in service learning and in the community interaction that UCSF is known for. I actually think in a better way, students demand that UCSF make that commitment and that their experience and what they see and feel at UCSF is consistent with that.
Prime US is the program in medical education for the urban underserved, and it's a program that tries to train doctors to be advocates and agents of change, in addition to serving the health needs of some of the communities in San Francisco and other cities with the poorest health outcomes.
Glide Health Services is located in the Tenderloin district of San Francisco, so a lot of patients are underserved. They don't have housing, they might have drug addiction or substance abuse, psychiatric illnesses that are not treated or poorly managed. A lot of these factors can hinder many of our patients from receiving the care that they really need.
CDC stands for Community Dental Clinic. It's a student-run organization that has student volunteers and faculty volunteers. We provide free healthcare services to underserved populations around San Francisco.
Science Squad is a group of pharmacy students that volunteer at Rosa Parks Elementary School and expose 4th and 5th graders to various science experiments.
Different students learn in different ways, and Science Squad helps students realize what science is outside the classroom and relate it to their daily life.
SEP is the Science and Health Education Partnership. It pairs scientists from UCSF with teachers in the San Francisco School District. On average right now, science is taught only 30 minutes a week in the classrooms, and so our goal is to increase the frequency of science education as well as the quality of it.
My first experience at UCSF was as a visiting 4th-year medical student at San Francisco General Hospital in the emergency room. And I remember so well starting to get from patients what it was like for them at home. Whether or not they had 2 jobs to make ends meet, working the night shift, and it had a profound impact on me thinking from a traditional doctor-driven orders and directions to hopefully being much more of a listener, having more compassion, and a deeper understanding of how someone's life in their community impacted on their ability to keep themselves well.
I've been witness to many awakenings in students who are caring for vulnerable patient populations here at San Francisco General. It is just very moving. They learn from that, they grow from that, and they take it to the real world after they finish their education.
There is a high school summer program that selects 20 or so students from disadvantaged backgrounds and pairs them with a mentor for an 8-week research project. And over 90% of those students go on to matriculate into college, and 3/4 of them actually pursue degrees in the sciences. So it's very encouraging. It's a very good program for disadvantaged students.
One thing that Prime has taught us is that there's no medication for housing or for lack of access to healthy food or danger being unsafe in your home. But there is a lot of healing that can be done when a doctor just accompanies a patient as they face those challenges and walks alongside them and tries to advocate for them in whatever way is possible.
I went in the program thinking I was going to learn a lot, and I did, particularly for my patients. It's really humbling. And it gives you a different perspective when you take some things for granted that my patients may not have access to. It makes you reflect about your own life and your situation.
One of the reasons I became involved with Community Dental Clinic is because I myself had an underserved background, and being able to understand where they're coming from is really what drives me to be able to provide for this cause.
If you were to ask a naive student what a scientist looks like, they will draw an elderly man. So we come in, and I'm a young female. There's ethnically diverse scientists at UCSF, so our goal is to come in and help them relate to scientists and show them that they themselves could be in our position someday and help them get excited about science.
Our students, our faculty, our staff are making a commitment to this city and this community that is part of how we should show up as a public institution.
I've spent my whole career at UCSF, from day one of medical school to now as chair of the Department of Family and Community Medicine. So to me, community has been a vital part of what it's meant to be a student, a resident, a faculty member at UCSF.
When I came to work at San Francisco General, I got exposed to some of the great thought leaders in nursing at UCSF School of Nursing and decided to go there to get my graduate degree. And it really led me to the place I am today as CEO at San Francisco General.
When I was a first-year student, I actually mentored a disadvantaged student one-on-one for 8 weeks in my lab. She was from a very strict Muslim family, and statistically, she would typically not have gone to college nor have pursued a career in science. She absolutely loved being in the lab, and she's now pursuing her bachelor's in neuroscience at Berkeley. So that was a really rewarding success story for me.
Being part of the clinic does take a lot of hours. It's a lot of hard work, but what makes it all better is when you have a patient that comes to you at the end of their treatment plan and tells you that you did a great job and that you've just helped them out so much and they can't thank you enough for what you've done for them. All those hours and all the stresses and frustrations just all go away because that's really what it's all about.